Did you know that more than 100 billion units, or nearly 13 pieces of clothing per person each year, are produced by the clothing and textile industry? A more horrifying fact is just 1% of those things are made to be reused, which translates to you running back and buying more stuff that's probably going to waste. But making clothes that you won't use more than once is just one of the many ways the fashion industry tries to make you poor. There's a lot that you don't know, but will by the end of this video. Every second, a literal trash truck's worth of textiles are burned or landfilled. According to a recent New Zealand study, 25% of the textiles dumped in the Wellington Southern landfill between 2009 and 2019 were perfectly good clothes that could have been recycled or used again, but designers use cunning ways that force you to keep buying their insanely expensive clothes over and over again. The United Nations estimates that the fashion industry is responsible for 10% of all worldwide CO2 emissions, which is bigger than the aviation and shipping industries put together. It's unbelievable, really, but it's the truth. The worst part? Even though you have a perfectly reusable LV bag from last year's collection, you'll probably want to get your hands on the latest one because you saw it at a fashion show, or because the brand has an influencer like Kim Kardashian as a brand ambassador, flaunting a new bag that's worth your monthly rent. We throw away billions of dollars worth of these priceless materials each year, but the truth is we can easily go for slightly cheaper options if we didn't cave in to the peer pressure of competing with the new dress Wendy's husband, who works at Gucci, just brought home for her. This is just the tip of the iceberg of how the fashion industry can empty your wallets, as you'll find out soon enough. It's usually the middle-class people who want to get their hands on expensive clothes and designer bags because they crave the image of being wealthy. Why do you think billionaires like Elon Musk and Bill Gates never wear luxury stuff? Because they don't have anything to prove to anybody. Everybody knows they're already stupid rich. Nothing is more important and tempting than showing people what you're worth. We all want to feel good because we're human. We all enjoy different pastimes and materialistic things. But as you get richer, you find more and more ways to flaunt your newfound wealth, buying crazy expensive fashionable items being one of those ways. A millionaire and a billionaire are very different from one another. All millionaires spend about the same amount of money, and mostly all of them love to flaunt their wealth. When we see a billionaire, we usually picture someone who loves Gucci and wears diamond jewelry and high-end apparel, but this isn't really the case because they have nothing to prove. You'd be naive if you thought fashion designers don't target millionaires. They're the best kind of customer for them because they can afford practically anything without going bankrupt. Sure, they earned it with their hard work and look great in them, but they don't really have a reason to spend $400 on a Gucci bag when they can buy a $70 Zara bag with the same quality. There are Gucci and Louis Vuitton stores on Park Avenue and Hollywood Boulevard, and not in the middle of Africa for a reason. Luxury stores go where there are people with extra money to spend. The only reason people buy insanely priced luxury goods is because it makes them feel richer, and that's exactly what fashion designers aim for, giving you a sense of wealth by buying their stuff. Of course, this is their whole business model, but it's of no use to you, not really if you want to stay rich. From Zuckerberg to Cook, the new style to looking rich is by dressing like a student or redneck. Most people who are rich don't like to show off, own 6 of the same white shirts because, as Mark Zuckerberg frequently says, limiting the number of decisions you make on non-important things will help you prioritize what's important to concentrate on for your day. This is not because they're cheap, it's because if you actually want to be rich, there are far more important things to do than just looking rich. Ask yourself this: would wearing stupid expensive luxury brands truly make you rich when there are billionaires driving Toyotas and wearing Gap? No, they won't. In fact, they'll make you poor. No matter how wealthy or how high your salary is, avoiding luxury items shouldn't be difficult or impossible because the majority of them are a waste of money. Buying items like these is basically just to show off. That's essentially it, but we promise there's another fake out that's less than half the price and with the same quality. Sadly, that's how it works. Sure, if they wanted to, they could start designing whatever you like, but it's possible that this wouldn't help them make profits. Let's take a major fashion store like Givenchy as an example. People in the design team enjoy coming up with intriguing new ideas and experimenting. They constantly try to highlight some new and interesting styles from the collection. And although they are usually well received by the press, the public usually has mixed feelings about them and would usually opt for stuff that either influencers or their friends like to wear. How else would they justify selling you a $1,000 dress? The thing is, people usually have limited funds in their wallets and usually pick out practical items instead of that white and gold designer dress. That might not be exciting for a designer, but it's business. Business. They make stuff that you'd be dying to buy because it's what's profitable for them and helps them survive in the industry. In the end, you need to ask yourself, is fashion really for you? There is and always will be a lot of hard work behind the styled photographs, mood boards, ramp walks, and creativity, but of course it comes at a price. It requires a lot of money to be able to afford luxury clothing, and there will be moments when you have to put work before friends and family to be able to afford them. To start, decide whether you truly adore luxury outside of the need of showing off and whether or not you're prepared to work long hours at work, be cool with going through emails while on vacation, cancel your plans with family and friends. If you disagree with some of these, it might not be the best investment you've ever made because, let's be real, you'll probably wear these things once or twice before you're made to buy something from their new collection. But this doesn't mean you have to completely give up fashion. You could easily go for the cheaper options like Zara, so there's really no need for you to be spending thousands of dollars on something just to create an image for yourself. This may not be what you want to hear, but it is what you need to hear if you want to be anything like the billionaires of this world. Luxury items are clearly a way for you to remind yourself of your value, but money? That's pretty much getting thrown out the window. Luxury items are an easy but expensive way to make an impact and influence how society sees you. In the end, we all want to be part of the elite because we want something that we don't have. We desire everything that's private or reserved, even country clubs. It's in our nature to be interested, but keep in mind that this is a marketing ploy to get you to spend more money on things you didn't really need or want. There are also other things to think about. Nature remains quiet, but it's well known that the fashion industry has a significant impact on it. Fast fashion is regarded as the world's second largest polluter immediately after the oil sector. Did you know? 40% of the clothes in a typical closet are rarely used. Not to mention, clothes quickly go out of style thanks to fashion trends changing every minute, and everybody wants to know what the Kardashians or famous influencers are wearing. So it's normal for us to get something to stay relevant, forgetting about what we're doing to our planet and wallets. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos just like this.